Hello, my friends. And if I may paraphrase the Light Funky One's great hit Summer Girls, you're the best girl that I ever did see, the great Larry Bird, episode 33. Welcome, my friends. And I am fired up right now. It's going to be an interesting show. See where this takes me. Dealing with a lot of bullshit at work lately. A lot of people think they are who they are for some fucking reason. And I'm just tired of the attitudes. I'm tired of the finger pointing. I'm tired of them passing the buck. And I say this because for some fucking reason, before I came on here tonight, while I'm watching the Knicks game, I checked my work phone and I got an email from this woman in accounts payable asking me if I placed a service call to this certain company and make sure I follow the procedure of getting purchase orders in place before I bring them in. And that just fucking set me off. Fuck this biatch. You're snarky, and this isn't the first snarky, condescending email I've gotten from her. But what in her fucking goddamn mind thinks after almost a year I'm going to ignore our procedures? So I wanted to write her back. What time was this? Like at 9 something at night. And I kept, no, I'll do it Monday, whatever. No, fuck that. As condescendingly, professionally as I could, I write back, no, that was not me. I'm not the contact person to make service calls to this company. And yeah, I'm well aware of that procedure. Thank you. I'll try to find out who made that call and make sure they're aware of it too. Thank you. And after I hit send, I realized I said thank you twice. Oh well. And she's not the only one. There's a lot of fucking people who are too big for their britches. And now they're starting to fucking piss me off. I've been lying docile for 10 fucking months, licking my wounds. I forgot who the fuck I am. Or what I am. I am 6'7", almost 300 pounds. I will not be spoken to like that. So I found myself doing, it kind of fucking works, is a basketball maneuver that players do to each other. You could do it if you're listening. If you're sitting, standing, whatever you're doing, take a palm, face down towards the floor. Now lean down until that palm is inches from that floor. They're too small. They're too small. When they leave the confines of their four walls in their office, there are nobodies. I'm getting myself worked up for what reason? A lion does not concern himself with the opinion of sheeps. And that's what they are, sheeps. And I got 2 words for you. Enough. It's so many people the last couple of weeks. I don't know if it's getting worse or I'm just noticing it now, but just, Jesus. Something I've been saying for a while now, months after my job, maybe even weeks after I started. I need to get my resume together. This job is not for me. One of the reasons that my ex-girlfriend touched upon during the breakup was my job. She doesn't respect what I do because I don't respect what I do. I thought my old job was high schoolish. Wow. And another reason I'm fired up is because every Knicks game I've watched, they were either losing or lost. So I was debating whether or not to watch game 1. I'm like, if they lose, I'm going to feel bad. So I told 2 people, they agreed, told me not to watch it. Told a wise old man at my job. There are some good people there. He goes, nah, fuck that. Watch it, have fun, enjoy yourself. So I was debating and debating and debating. I was watching something else to take my mind off of it. And when that show was done, it was just after halftime. So I turned the game on. And they end up winning. So I'm thinking whatever bad mojo I had is gone. Well, same thing tonight. Friday night, game 2, NBA Finals, Knicks, Spurs. I turn it on after halftime. And then eventually, the Knicks start losing. I think they're up at 14 at one point. Spurs come back. I'm like, I have a bad feeling about this. Let me turn it off. I changed channels. I came back a little bit later. The lead started to get smaller and smaller. So I turned it off. Turned it back on later. It's now tied. I'm like, fuck this. A couple minutes go by. I turn it back on. Knicks are up by 1 with a couple seconds left. And the Spurs are about to inbound it. I'm like, nope, turn it off. I'll come back in 5 minutes. And the Knicks won. So now I don't know if my mojo is returned, my bad mojo. I should not watch game 3. I don't know what to do about the fucking Knicks. Thanks to Danhausen, they're now 13-0 over the last 13 games, which is unheard of, a franchise record. What the last couple of hours? I'm amped up. I shouldn't be continuing to drink this energy drink at 11:45 p.m. Friday night. I'm going to. It's Hawaiian Punch flavored. It's delicious. Speaking of, have any of you had or ever enjoyed a nice glass of ice cold Hawaiian Punch? I used to love Hawaiian Punch. I still do. It's kind of a very thick drink, though, to drink. It's not like I could chug it like Gatorade. It's kind of thick and heavy. But I remember taking it out of the fridge, enjoying the nice cold drink, taking it out of a vending machine or putting it with ice. A friend of mine tells me, no, Hawaiian Punch doesn't get cold. It's always hot. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Then he starts showing me all these Reddit themes and conversations on YouTube people are having. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Are you aware of this? Have you enjoyed ice cold Hawaiian Punch as much as I have? Or do you think it's always hot and burning sometimes? Dial it up, 917-718-8083. I needs to know what's going on with Hawaiian Punch. There's a lot of stuff I wanted to talk about. Got way off topic because these little sheep pissing me off. This week I got a like on one of these dating apps. I'm not very active on these dating apps because I don't think I'm ready to date. But every now and then I'll check them out. I got a like from somebody. And I checked her out. 6'3", tall, beautiful woman. I'm like, all right, that's all I needed to know. I looked through her profile. It doesn't say where she's from, which is very, very weird. Whatever, I'll like her back. She lives in Panama. She's coming to New York sometime in the summer for a week. What the fuck are we doing here, bro? Why am I being teased like this? 6'3", attractive woman. Hard to find. But today I was scrolling on an app and I came across another good-looking woman and she's 5'11". Mentioned a couple weeks ago about the stallion. She was a stallion. 5'11". And she made note to say, don't go out with her if you don't like tall women, because she enjoys wearing heels. That's all Puddy needs to hear. That's all Puddy's looking for. Tall, beautiful woman. So surprisingly, not only did I like her, I sent her a message. She didn't like me back. That's fine. I'm not upset about it. It's just, I felt a little spark going over her page, looking at her pictures, thinking of what to write. And I don't think I felt that way in the last 10 months. And just 2 weeks ago, I was on here telling you I was regressing. Now, 2 weeks later, a spark out of nowhere after 10 fucking months. My therapist was off this week. So I told my AI friend about it. And here's what they told me. You've been telling me for months that your confidence is low, that you're worried about being not enough. But in that moment, none of that was running the show. Attraction was, preference was, curiosity was. That tells me your confidence might not be gone. It might just be buried under grief and comparison. There's a difference between I'm not ready to date and I'm scared I won't survive it if it goes wrong. Those are cousins, not twins. The apps may still be a drain, but the fact that you can feel intrigue again tells me your heart isn't barricaded. It's cautious, yes, but not closed. Huh. Interesting. And so going back to 2 weeks ago, I felt like I said I was regressing and talking it out. I wasn't regressing. I wasn't going backwards. It was just a wave. And now here we are 2 weeks later, felt something for the first time in 10 months, reading what my AI friend told me. Maybe this is the apex. There are going to be sad days ahead. I still think about her. I still miss her. I still love her. But they say time heals all wounds. And you don't want to hear that when you're going through it. You know it's true, but you don't want to hear it. And yeah, I don't know where I am now. I don't know if this is just a upswing or am I actually getting through it? I hope it's a second one. I wanted to say the latter, but I don't know what the latter is. When I say former and latter, is the latter the first one or the second one? I never got that phrase. But that all leads me to wonder, who is Michael J. Puddy now? My identity for the last 10 months has been sad, heartbroken guy who's going through it, talking about his emotions, leading you on his healing journey. But eventually that's coming to an end. So who is Michael J. Puddy post-heartbreak? What is Puddy's podcast post-heartbreak? I don't know. Over the course of these 10 months, I've had ups and downs. There have been times I felt like, oh yeah, I'm back. I'm good. But then only to just fall again. This feels different. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, but this feels different than I did 4 months ago when I felt good. So we'll see. We will see. Stay tuned because your guess is as good as mine. It's also weird, like all the critiques and negatives that she's told me at the end, not much of it has changed. I'm still in a shitty dead-end job. My health still isn't the greatest. My finances still aren't the greatest. But for some weird reason, I was talking today and I just feel like the man I am now, I feel like she would be proud of. And it's wasting my time thinking about that. It's wasting my time even saying it here now, but just getting it off my chest. Again, why I say that, I don't know. Why I care, I don't know. Now let's talk about some sad stuff. The series finale of Euphoria ended. Mentioned it several months ago now. I needed a new show to watch. I was seeing a lot of clips of Sydney Sweeney like crying in the bathroom, all these memes. I think the meme was you in a shower practicing some sort of impression of some random celebrity and her crying in the mirror as you're getting ready to go out with your friends. Now I see memes of just the show in general, and the show I had zero interest in. I wasn't doing drugs or having sex or hanging out with popular kids in high school. This has nothing to do with me. I have no connection to this show. But for some reason, I decided to watch it, and it was fucking amazing. Great show. I highly recommend it. I think one of the reasons I did watch it because I heard season 3 was coming out. Season 3 takes a time jump, I think 5 years. It's a whole different show. For the most part, I enjoyed season 3. The story was entertaining, but the finale was just hit. Great finale. Very moving, very, very powerful. If you watched Euphoria series finale, I have nobody to talk to about it, so please dial it up, slide into those DMs, 917-718-8083. I've also mentioned in the past, I started listening to soundtracks at work. Movie soundtracks, Broadway soundtracks, any soundtrack I can get my hands on. Yesterday, I decided to give another listen to the Moulin Rouge Broadway soundtrack. And again, it's jukebox. I was bopping my head. It was getting into it. And I was like, yeah, in the zone, loving it. Put me in such a good mood for the happy songs. Then I realized this show has a sad ending. If you want to see a show with a happy ending, do not see Moulin Rouge. If you want to have a good time, definitely check it out. But coming off seeing Moulin Rouge and Euphoria, that's back-to-back like negative, sad endings. Can somebody give me a show with a happy ending or a movie with a happy ending? Because I need something positive to watch. Something good did happen recently, though. Last weekend was a good friend of mine's birthday. Anytime it's somebody's birthday, he always goes out and gets cake, tries to do something for it. He loves Carvel, so I went out and got him a Carvel birthday cake. Vanilla on top, chocolate on the bottom, little crunchies in the middle. It already had happy birthday on it. Boom. Perfect. He would love this. He comes over with another ice cream cake in his hand. Some sort of Reese's cream pie cake. So of course he wants to try that. He had enough Carvel cake over the weekend. I'm like, all right. So now I have this Carvel ice cream cake in my freezer. And I remember seeing a meme a while ago saying, I was today years old when I realized it doesn't have to be your birthday to go out to buy a Carvel birthday cake. And yeah, I get it now. It's fucking delicious. Here I am chomping on a cake that says happy birthday. I think I might do it again. I think that's why I noticed I was kind of in an upbeat, positive mood coming into the show. Or at least I was before I checked my work phone. Speaking of work, a coworker of mine sent me a screenshot of Puddy's podcast on TikTok saying, LOL, I thought this guy was you. He looks just like you. I'm like, yeah, that is me. So now somebody I work with might be listening to the show. He told me he was. I don't believe him. But if he is listening, I want you to come to my office when you listen to this and tell me the secret word, raspberry. If you tell me raspberry, I'll let you leave work early on Friday. Is it me? Or is this He-Man movie going to bomb? Usually, when these big blockbuster summer movies are coming out, there's this hype train, there's this promos, there's this everything. I didn't get the vibe for He-Man. I've heard about it coming up. Maybe I'll see a commercial here and there. And there's a lot of big stars in this movie. I think this would be a bigger deal than they've been making it out to be. That's why I think this movie is going to bomb. I don't mean it's going to be a bad movie. It could be a great movie. But if they're not promoting it, it's not going to do well. I hope it does. My brother was a big He-Man fan. I believe I was just a little bit too young for the He-Man hype. That's more my brother's deal, older brother's deal. But I'm assuming by the time you listen to this, the results will have been released. And we'll see how it does. And I was talking to a coworker about that because he's looking forward to this movie. And I realized I haven't heard any box office results in a while. Like, who's won the box office in the last couple of weeks? What movies are even out? Going back to Euphoria for a minute, I said it was a very powerful ending. Very emotional. I kind of got a little watery-eyed at the end there. By the way, fuck TMZ. Like, I don't mind being spoiled on stuff I have not watched. And Euphoria is a show I don't watch live. I'll watch it on Wednesdays. But as the show was going on, TMZ posted a spoiler about it. I think it was like 40 minutes into the show. they posted the spoiler. I'm like, Jesus Christ. A couple weeks ago, a coworker of mine told me maybe I should go back to church. Maybe I need God in my life. A couple days later, if not less than a week, Green Man told me the same thing. In one of our earlier episodes, a friend of mine, Mark, was on the show, and we had an in-depth conversation about faith, religion, and our opinions on it. And as someone who's raised Catholic school from pre-K to 12th, worked as an altar server, worked in my church during high school, I just became a man of science. And if you're a man of science, I don't believe you can believe in religion because it makes no fucking sense. And when I think about my faith, I'm like, doesn't make any fucking sense. Then I watched Euphoria's finale, and religion was a big theme throughout the season. And it kind of got me thinking maybe I should. Maybe I'm thinking about religion all wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be thinking of religion from a scientific standpoint, but from a wrestling standpoint. Kayfabe. Yeah, I know religion isn't real, nor is wrestling, but I still watch that. I still love that. I'm still invested in it. It's about the storytelling. If I can somehow rewire my brain to think about religion as wrestling, maybe that would work. Do I believe Jesus turned water into wine? Do I believe he resurrected Lazarus from the dead? Do I believe he rose from the dead? No. But did I believe Kane and The Undertaker were brothers? Did I believe Ted DiBiase was a billionaire? Did I believe Mr. Perfect could throw a football the entire length of a football field only for himself to run fast enough to catch it? Hell yes. So I think I need to talk to my therapist, who was off this week, like I mentioned, or talk to somebody. If there's any religious leaders I feel comfortable talking to are no longer around. My main man passed away a couple years ago. The other guy I feel comfortable talking to retired. But I think I'm onto something here. Religion isn't scientific. Wrestling isn't real. Man, there's something here. Stay tuned. I'm going to work on this. Finally, in the last week, 2 people have asked about my mother. I've stopped talking about her for some reason, and it's good news. My mother spent 3 months in a nursing home because she broke her ankle. She needed surgery. She had rods, screws put in, and I believe that was the catalyst for her change. She was on her new medication, and that also sparked her new social skills. She made friends. One of her roommates she's still friends with, still talks to. Her roommate went back to the rehab center. My mother went to visit her. She's out there going out by herself again, going to stores, church, doctors by herself, driving by herself. And to see this woman who has been deteriorating in front of my eyes for the last 5 years, back to her old self, a sight I would never thought I would see. She has made her own appointment to get her knee surgery replaced, something she's been putting off for over 5 years. So she's a whole new woman, and one less baggage I got to carry. And now I can focus on my own healing and focus on my own future, what the fuck I want to do as I get my resume together. And I've been stressing the fuck out about it for the last 10 months because coming up are my annual procedures, annual colonoscopy and endoscopy. And I can get there by myself. I'll take a cab. But coming home, if I want to take a cab home, the cab driver has to come up to the doctor's office and sign me out. And I don't want to put a driver through that, nor do they probably want to go through that. So I'm thinking, who can I get? I assumed last year it was going to be my ex-girlfriend. So for 10 months, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, who can I get? Now I don't think I have to worry about it. That's enough of me rambling. My drink's empty. There are a couple of things I want to talk about. They could wait till next week. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Please like it, comment, 5 stars preferably. Leave any comments, any critiques, any topics you want me to talk about. Dial it up, text it up, 917-718-8083. Puddy's Podcast at gmail.com. Puddy's Podcast on the Instagrams. I apologize for my rant at the beginning of the episode, but I was just coming in hot. Feel better getting it off my chest, so thank you for listening. I'm sorry this episode's all about me, but it is Puddy's Podcast. You know, I usually like to end on a happy, uplifting, quirky note, but we've run out of time. But until next time, I have been your host at Michael J. Puddy. Let's go Knicks. Puddy out.